So you've been sent, or maybe already even signed, a non-disclosure agreement, or NDA as we like to call it. What exactly does this mean? Why do we have you sign it? And what can and can't you do once you've signed? First, let me start by saying that I'm not a lawyer, so this is not legal advice, but we thought that it might be helpful to take a look at some of the practical aspects here of buying a business. We send out NDAs to people who show interest in the businesses that we have listed for sale. We require you to sign one before we'll share any more information, such as financials, the business's name, location, etc. And why do we do that? Simply just to protect the business for sale. This is a very confidential process, and studies have shown that if word gets out that a business is for sale, it can take up to a 40% hit to the sale price. We don't want the employees to get nervous about a new owner or customers to stop buying because they're worried about their warranties and suppliers to start changing their terms. So it actually turns out that the confidentiality is really a good benefit to you as a potential buyer as well. So when you sign the NDA, what are you agreeing to? First, that everything, including communication with the seller, will be handled through us at Murphy Business since we're the broker for this listing, and that you won't share any of the information that you learn, including the business's name. You can talk to advisors, people who have a professional code of conduct, such as attorneys, accountants, and bankers. You can't talk to anyone else who has not signed an NDA for this listing. That includes friends, brother-in-laws, the competitors to the business, current and former employees, suppliers. Yes, we have had this happen. Talking to these types of people happens either after the deal has closed or during the due diligence process in some cases. The NDA doesn't even cover your spouse or business partners. So if you take a look at the listing and think it's worth pursuing further, let us know so that we can sign a non-disclosure agreement to these people as well. Secondly, you agree that all the information that we share from this point forward is for informational purposes only and that we cannot guarantee its accuracy. Now, we do work really closely with our sellers, so we get a good feel for who's telling us the truth and who isn't, and we don't work with people that we don't trust. Third, that if you share this information with anyone else who then buys the business without going through us, that you're going to owe us some money. Fourth, if you decide to buy the business, create a management agreement or other financial arrangement on this listing within the next 2 years, and you bypass us in the process, we can sue you for damages. Fifth, our NDAs are governed by the state laws of Florida. That's where our corporate headquarters is. Just don't breach the NDA and then we don't have to worry about any of this mess. And sixth, you certify that you aren't, nor do you represent, a third-party government agency or competitor, and that the only reason you're requesting this information is with the sole intent to purchase a business. Basically, you're not just snooping around to learn more information about the business or to have any intent on harming the business using what you've learned. We also ask a few financial questions at the end of our NDA. This is to help us to do an initial pre-qualification so that we don't waste yours, ours, or the seller's time in the process. This information is kept confidential, so please be honest. Finally, signing the NDA gives you the ability to learn more about this business, but does not commit you to buying it. And if you do decide to buy it, the seller will pay our fees. Also, our status is as a transaction broker. That means that we don't represent the buyer or the seller, we represent the deal itself. That means if both sides want to get a good deal done, it's our job to get it to the closing table. So what happens next? Once you sign the NDA electronically on your phone, tablet, or computer, it'll get routed back to me. I'll review it, and then I will send you the Confidential Information Memorandum, or CIM. This is a robust document that gives you all sorts of information about the business for sale, including its name, location, description of what it does, information on its structure, and the oh-so-important financials. Again, the CIM is confidential, so it can only be shared with the people we talked about earlier. I hope this video helps clarify some things for you. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. We look forward to working with you.